So the video wasn't recording the whole time. So yeah, this is about family, and this is about, just not really having a connection with certain family members, and then the energy that they bring, and you don't really want to treat family like random people out on the street, but sometimes they do act like that, and it's like, I didn't grow up with you that much. I know of you, but I don't really know you as an individual person. And, I'm going to respect you as a person, because with me, respect is something that I don't like to waste so much time on. Like, oh, I don't want to respect you, and oh, I'm not going to respect you. Respect is something that should be openly given just because you respect yourself. So you should respect other human beings. Respect is just consideration for another breathing being. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? People really have a lot of problems with giving respect because they don't really have much for themselves. And I mean, I know that's a lesson to learn, but you have to want to learn that lesson. And you have to ask God to help you with that lesson, because that can really get you effed up, fucked up, and killed in the streets, thinking that people owe you respect because of how you think of yourself. If you think of yourself that way, and you think that you just should have rose petals thrown just because of who you are, you need a reality check. Seriously. And if you really care that much about changing and becoming a humble being and being mature about your shit, I ask that you ask God to help you with that. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm asking God to help me be humble amongst those that I really don't particularly fancy. But being a human being, being a mature young woman, I don't have time for the cattiness and arguing and bickering just because I don't like you. You're not going to stop me from the money that I plan to make, and my successes and my blessings and the people that I will actually like in life. So, I don't have time for this bullshit. But anyway, what I will like to say is that, I never really was caught up in the whole light skin, dark skin thing. I know if you're American or just culturally, because I realized that it's all around the world. Indian women talk about the fact that their darker skin was frowned upon, and, I don't know why lighter is better. I don't know if it's the connection to being Caucasian and being close to their color, and I don't know, what it is about that superior concept that people really let tarnish their self-esteem and confuse them. But it really does confuse people. And I don't have that problem. As you can see, I'm presently brown. So I'm right in the middle. Sometimes it's like, I don't know what they got going on, dark skin, light skin. That's y'all problem, because I'm brown skin. So I'm neither. So I don't really have that problem. But it is something that, family members that I love deal with. I have very fair-skinned family members. My mother is a chocolate Nubian goddess. And so, these things do affect me. Some of my best friends are chocolate women, and just all skin tones. I just can't wait till, corny moment. Okay, corny moment. Alert, corny moment. But I can't wait until skin tones are just acknowledged for being so many different shades and different, hues that the sun kisses you by, and that's just who you are. But whatever. You know what world we living in, so I don't know what happened to motherfuckers, but I really don't have time to even try to dissect that. But yeah, so I do have some light-skinned family members that are very fair-skinned that really, have a certain air about them. And I mean, I never really even specifically knew about what that whole light skin, dark skin thing was. You think you're better because you're light skin. I think I'm better in a way because I'm dark skin. And, I don't have to acknowledge you. You don't have to acknowledge me. Like, I don't really know where that comes from. But I don't really know what it specifically is. But I know it comes from slavery and the separation of, just separating slaves in certain ways so that they don't unite, so that they can control them because they're in smaller groups, so they can control the way they think, and they can make one think they're superior than the other, and just trying to take the attention off themselves, so they give the slaves all these, all this drama to have to, fight over and go through. But, I don't have that problem. If you white, you light skin, you dark skin, I don't give a fuck. Because I respect myself. No matter what color I seem to have been. It's all what kind of brain I have. Because seriously, if you're allowing your skin tone to have so much, dictation over your life, that explains why your brain is probably not growing. But I mean, whatever. Do whatever works for you. Get some skin bleaching cream, sit your ass in the sun. I don't know what the fuck you do because that's not my life. That's not the life I live. But anyway, I can just tell that I'm going to have to go there with some family members. I'm an educated black woman and I love being communicative and I like speaking and I have a voice and I have lots of opinions and lots of things to say and discuss. And if that's intimidating for you, that's okay, because I do consider the fact that not everyone is comfortable with sharing their opinions because of their oppression that they probably experienced in life. Their opinion wasn't respected and appreciated, so they've learned to just not share their opinions in life. And I respect that people have actually been oppressed in that way. And no, I don't go around running my mouth every time I have an opinion. I really do try to have some poise and try to, read a room and see, okay, this ain't about me and my opinions. This is about some other shit. I'm not always talky, and it's not always about me and my opinions and what I think and, how smart I am, because I am a show off. But, I just like to talk about issues as they come up. I don't like the bullshit. I mean, if you have a problem, open up your fucking mouth. I'm right here. And I try not to be intimidating about that, because I don't want to say, if you got a problem, you can come talk to me. Because that's not, giving off the impression that I will be willing and open to communicate and be confrontational without, being violent and aggressive. So I do try to say, if you have an issue with me, speak to me. I'm a human being and I can hear and I can speak. So if you have an issue with me and if you're not talking directly to me, the issue is not going to be resolved. And if you're okay with that, then don't expect me to have a problem with the fact that you have an issue. Because when I have an issue, I speak the hell up. And that's intimidating this day and age, because everyone's got Instagram and Facebook and people are venting and talking online, and they don't know how to open up their mouths when they see a human being with a pair of eyes and a nose and a face and a voice. That's intimidating to people because they don't know how to be a person. And I understand how that can be, not knowing how to be a person because you've been a fucking phone for the past 15 years. And, I will definitely say that my generation needs to double up on the communication skills. Stop watching this love and hip hop bullshit and letting you affect you, because Lord knows I love me some love and hip hop. But if you don't have the maturity to try to communicate and speak to someone, first of all, that's the first lesson from me in respect. That's respect to me. Giving someone the opportunity to speak. That's respect for me. That's how you respect another human being. Respecting their opinion. Even if you don't agree with it, respect that they have one. Respect that they have something to say. Respect that they don't agree with me. Respect that they might not like me. Respect that they really might not fucking like me. That's perfectly okay. But I'd rather you say, I don't like you and I don't like your opinions and I don't really care for what you have to say. Because that's more practice when I get around you. I can practice a human being that doesn't really fancy me, that I'm going to be sharing space with. And I have to learn to watch what I say, be careful how I act, and, stand up for myself in case they think that I'm going to be a fucking punching bag. Because there are a lot of different ways that people can express that they don't like you. They can be aggressive, violent, immature. They can be quiet and shut in and affect the whole fucking atmosphere of an event. And, it can be a whole lot of different ways in which you can be affected. So I'm going to get my doorbell. And I enjoyed that video, making it.